34.3 seconds remaining, second overtime. Celtics ball, down 5. So impressive that Ray Allen three-pointer to force the first overtime seemed to almost deflate the Bulls a little bit. But Mark, they came back so strong in that first overtime.
Got to give them a lot of credit. Young team did not quit. They hung in there and they find themselves in excellent position to close out this second overtime.
Meanwhile, this one's still not over right now, although it's going to take some pretty big plays for the Celtics. Down by 5. Rondo to the basket, can't get it to go. Tip won't go. Pierce the rebound. Pierce back up, puts it in. And a foul. Big play right there, and a chance for a three-point play as it's back to a three-point margin.
First team foul in overtime.
So Pierce will go to the line. He's 7 of 8 from the line, 25 points.
Tyrese Thomas back for Chicago.
It's an interesting dilemma for Doc Rivers. Make the free throw, 3.3 differential. Do you foul or do you let it play out? I would foul. I don't think the differential's enough.
Especially in the fact that they could hit free throws and make it a 4-point game, even if Pierce hits this one. 2-point game, and now Vinny Del Negro will call a timeout.
And I disagree with Coach. I would live with playing solid defense and secure the basketball, get a timeout, and try to get a look out of it.
We'll see the strategy when we come back. Bulls up 2 with the ball. Chicago, the Bulls by 2, and they're playing the second overtime because of Ben Gordon making big plays, Mark Jackson.
Outstanding guy. Reminds me of the microwave Vinnie Johnson, the former Detroit Piston. But Ben Gordon certainly put his team on his back. The tough spill, but how about bouncing back? Excellent execution. Knocks down the dagger 3 with just 4.5 to go to give his team a second life.
You know, so much talked about the free agent class of 2010. He's the free agent class of 2009. Gordon a couple of years ago turned down a $58 million deal to re-sign with Chicago. He's going to be an unrestricted free agent this year. He keeps hitting shots like that. He's going to make himself a lot of money.
He turned down a lot. He should have taken that. But this is interesting. They're going to match up back here. It'll be interesting to see, do the Celtics foul or play it out?
Sama trying to get free, knocked away by Pierce. And a whistle and a foul. And it's going to go against Paul Pierce. Boy, that looked very close to a steal.
34, that's Paul Pierce. Foul on Paul Pierce.
So Pierce can't believe it. He picks up his 4th. They're in the penalty. Doc Rivers doesn't agree.
He's out of bounds, so I don't agree with the foul call, but he was out of bounds anyway, so Chicago would have inbounded. But about a year and a half or 2 years ago, they decided, the NBA did, too much was happening on late game inbound situations that the defense would be giving too many liberties. So Danny Crawford's trying to officiate the way he was told to.
That was the maybe #1 point of emphasis for the officials this season. They felt there was too much going on, too much grabbing. So Salmons hits the free throw, and this one huge right now. 3-point game. Celtics still have a timeout left. Salmons hits both, and Doc Rivers will use his final timeout with his team down by 4. 26.6 seconds remaining. Bulls trying to tie this series up at 2. If you're just tuning in, 4th quarter, Celtics down by 3. Under 10 seconds to go. Ray Allen, the game-tying 3. Bulls didn't score. Then in overtime, Bulls down by 3. Under 5 seconds to go. Ben Gordon ties the game, forces the second overtime. The Bulls have led the entire second OT. Right now, a 4-point advantage. Celtics go out of timeouts. Kick it out, Allen, 3-pointer to the right side. Won't go. Davis tips it back out to Pierce. Pierce fakes. Open 3. It's good. Pierce rattles it in. And it's a 1-point game.
20-second timeout.
That was a brilliantly designed out-of-bounds play. And we always said when you're defending the three late, you have to stay with the three-point shooter when the shot goes up. Salmons came in to rebound, so then he was in a tough closeout position. This is just tremendous Boston execution right here. Great pass by Rondo, and then a good tip back by Davis. But see, Salmons has got too far to go, so he has to fly by him, and Pierce knocks it down.
And again, you can't underestimate Big Baby knocking that ball out. Pierce doesn't get that opportunity. Those little plays and make all the difference that they need the Big Baby Davises to do.
And to me, that's why you have to stay at home on the three-point shooters when the ball goes up, when you're trying to protect the three-point shot.
All right, so now the Bulls have the 1-point lead and the ball. Obviously, the Celtics have to foul.
And here's something that Coach and I totally agree with. We talk about it all the time. In this situation, the Bulls are aware of the fact that the Celtics want to foul. If I'm Doc Rivers and the Celtics, I look to try to steal the basketball before committing the foul. There's a lot of time left in this game.
Yeah, I agree. We trap the ball if you don't get the initial steal. And they're going to run the same action they ran before, putting two guys in the backcourt at a different angle.
They can throw it in the backcourt. Chicago has one timeout left, so if they have trouble getting it in, they can call time. Heinrich looking, gets it to Salmons, and Salmons is fouled. Salmons is 7 for 7 from the line this afternoon.
And they did exactly what Mark was speaking about. Boston did not want to foul initially. They had three guys around the ball. Could have been possibly a strip.
So now Salmons with the free throws again. Boston does not have a timeout, so they've got to push it up the floor. And without a timeout, does that change your strategy? Salmons hits the first. If he hits the second and it's a three-point game, can they go for a quick two still?
Absolutely. You get the ball into Rondo's hands and blow it up the floor and live with his decision-making process.
Salmons, 19 points. Clutch free throws from John Salmons. Three-point game. Celtics out of timeouts. Shot clock is off Rondo. Rondo's setting it up. Celtics now have to go for the three-pointer. Pierce with Salmons on him. Pierce blocked. Gordon the rebound. That's it. The series is tied at 2 games apiece. The Chicago Bulls with the double overtime victory. What a victory here at home. What a series this has been. And there's still games to go. Obviously, they were going for the three-pointer.
Of trying to get the ball in the hands of Paul Pierce. If you're Rondo, at some point you have to make a decision to look to be aggressive. It wasn't defending him. You live with Rondo pulling up in that situation, but good defense by the Chicago Bulls, and Salmons contesting the shot, not fouling Paul Pierce.
Very dangerous defensive play. A terrific one, but a dangerous one, as Pierce had it deflected, and Ben Gordon and the Bulls emerge victorious. And this Eastern Conference, what a competitive first round. It's now all even for the Chicago Bulls, just like it was last year in the first round for the Boston Celtics against Atlanta. Meanwhile, Orlando, Philly, coming up, big game tonight. Final score in double overtime. The Bulls 121, the Celtics 118. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Coming up next on ABC, Game 4 between the Cavs and the Pistons. So for Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, Lisa Salters, and our entire ABC crew, this is Mike Breen saying so long from Chicago. Thanks for watching a thrilling game here on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.